Hi all, welcome to the May SBC guide. If you've been keeping up to date with me on Twitter, I have uploaded two versions of the last couple of weeks and a lot of support has been shown at that, so much appreciated folks. If you can smash likes, as always, be much appreciated. Sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at GSALegend. All the links are down below for playlists in the channel and social media links as always. And a link to the tweet with all the sheets with the SBC guides is in this as well. So our first route is the 2010 option of Netherlands for Puyol. This works out for a 15k pack. It was 8 to 9k when I first put this together. It has now gone up to 11k. It is a bit annoying really, but it is what it is. Now the reason why we're focusing on icons this time, guys, is mainly because I thought, right, let's go and sit down and finally give the icons a bit of attention. But the icons, there is an okay amount to work with, but this is a fairly straightforward route. No chemistry, no position changes whatsoever, and as I said, the route fairly straightforward for your pleasure. Zieler, Verhaeg and Bruma are the kind of Bundesliga options. Then from there we go to Denmark for Laudrup. This is a 7.5k pack for 4k. Now initially I was a bit sceptical of including the icons, but this is a fairly straightforward route. What you kind of want is the 5 bronzes, they're no problem. It's a case of the 6 golds. Now the Eredivisie option of Dolberg and Sean, if you can get them fairly cheap, then you're laughing. It's then just a case of De Jong and Hendricks are fairly cheap, I will not deny. It's then just a case of the cheapest right back that will slot in and will make it work. And as I said, for a 7.5k pack for 4k, are you really going to knock it? And in all honesty, if you do it bid, you could do it cheaper. The Liga MX of Hernandez, this route you've got to be a little bit wary of. This is around the 5-6k route for a 7.5k pack. It was even as low at just under 5, like just about 4.5, 4.7k. So it has creeped up because of other aspects, but fairly straightforward. The good thing is you don't have to play a left mid, and at left mid you can play a centre mid at left mid. It's just Hernandez, I'm sure it's Elias Hernandez, he fairly cheap, fairly straightforward. Menez is currently one of the cheapest strikers in the league, and then just from there like Aguilar to Selly, and you can't really go wrong. Now Galatasaray is a 15k pack. It was 7 to 8k initially when I first put this together, and obviously as the common theme I've noticed with all the icon routes, this has gone up to 9 to 10k, and even then at 10k at most for a 15k pack I can kind of say go for it. The good thing is I managed to find a route that worked where you can get Topal, Hutchison in, and then put Emery in at left mid. It's actually saved a little bit of coins because you can generally find Emery a little bit cheaper than Babel or Elia. Then Asamoah and Etu, if you can get these guys on Snipe, you're laughing. Adebayor was price fixed. Then Sydney for Alessandro Del Piero is a 7.5k pack for 4k spend. It's fairly straightforward. It's just a case of, as long as you've got Ninkovic in this team, it's not difficult at all. It's just a case of then just getting bronzes to supplement, because the silvers seem to be the expensive option, and people seem to keep this route just expensive enough on the silvers. If you use the bronzes, I've noticed it works out fairly cheap. Ben Kefalo was the cheapest left winger at the time to make it work, and Sakujo was just obviously high enough rating to kind of slot in and make this work. Then Primera Division, this is Zanetti. This is a 7.5k pack for around a 5 to 6k spend. It is a bit annoying, it was a bit cheaper earlier, but obviously as with everything, they've just all kind of elevated in price. The biggest spend really on any player is Gonzalo Rodriguez, the left centre back, but other than that, when you can get away with a Turbi, Perez, Ortegoza and Lucas Barrios, Lande and Acosta and Datolo and Campana, you're not exactly breaking sweat on this particular route, and it gets you, in the end, if you can get. Then River Plate is the most notable last route that we can kind of cover that is cheap for now. 7.5k pack for a 5-6k spend. The interesting part is that guys like Fabra is in, I'm sure that's Pinola, the left centre back. These guys just constantly fluctuate in price. And the good thing is as well, when you can kind of get away with silvers in this kind of route as well, it just makes it a lot easier. The dude at right back was kind of a big saving grace. He's like 300 coins, but honestly it just makes so much easier when guys like Pizzano, the guy at right mid, Gago, Pisciolucci and Ortegoza are fairly cheap, and Campana really. Campana for a 79, you can get him for like 350, 400 coins on bid or snipe. It's not too bad in all honesty. Now in terms of other routes to mention guys, there is a lot of routes to kind of discuss, because initially this video would have been like 15 minutes long. You've got North and South for Hernandez, it's a 7.5k pack, it is now 6 or 7k, it was 5k initially. Monaco for Petit was a 45k pack, it was 11-12, it is now 18 to 20. Barcelona's route was the same of a 25k pack, that is now doubled in price to 23k. Arsenal and Monaco for Henri were both 10 to 12, they're now 18 and 20k respectively. Fenerbahce for Roberto Carlos is a was 9 to 10k, is now 16k for a 15k pack. Vieira's France and Arsenal routes were both 10 to 12, they're now 17 and 18k respectively. And Spain for Puyol was 10 to 12 for a 15k pack respectively, it's now 20. Celtics, Larson and Sweden routes were both 5k, they're now both 7k each, which is a bit extortionate in all honesty. So it just gives you a lot more emphasis to put on, but I will put these icon SBCs into the sheet as well, so you can see for yourself what we've got covered. So the league SBC routes will be covered as always in the guide, same for the now icons and the general SBCs as well. Smash likes as always, sub to the channel for now, follow me on Twitter, GZLegend, hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you all later.